Hey y'all, my name is Keisha Patrice and this is Talk to Me Tarot. So today I'm going to be coming to you guys with the energy check-in for the month of May. Okay, I end up doing this reading and I'm doing it early because normally when I hit 100 views, I'll give y'all a bonus reading. So technically this is kind of like y'all bonus reading since I've been sliding y'all for the past couple of months. But considering I know my schedule is about to get really busy because I work and go to school and stuff, and I'm about to start my finals soon, so by the time this video actually hits 100 views, like, I'm not gonna have the time to do it, and because it's already at like 80 something, almost 90, and it's only been up for a week, so I'm assuming it's gonna hit 100, but if not, y'all get a bonus reading anyway. Okay, so again, this is gonna be an energy check-in for the month of May in terms of what to expect, what's new, what's switched up, all that good stuff. We're gonna get into it. If I get to cussing, please excuse the language, get the message. If it sounds like I'm talking to you, it's because I am. However, if it does not apply, please let it fly. Do not force the message to fit. Okay, guys? Okay, what is it saying? The current frame is too low. Please set frame. No. I figured out why that message keep popping up. It's because I be zoomed in like full screen because I'm doing it on my laptop instead of having it like the same size as my phone. But it didn't affect my last video, so I'm going to just ignore it if it pop up again. We're going to pull all the cards together, you guys. I already shuffled my decks. I'm going to still shuffle them in front of y'all anyway, though. I've already prayed over my decks. I made sure all the cards were in the upright because, as I'll tell you guys, them being in the reverse changes meaning. So we're going to start everything off with I normally say fair and square, but I just heard the word clean slate. So that could be significant because I'm already getting intuitive messages for y'all. So yeah, with that being said, we're going to hop straight into this and try to keep an eye on the time so it ain't like super long. But again, I'm obedient and I'm going to stay on here until the whole message come out. Okay? Okay. That's how this works. Oh, and for some reason, I'm feeling the need to say we all have masculine and feminine energy. So whether I'm saying he or she, just put the energy where it go. I don't know your life because there is no gender in tarot. Okay? Just think of it that way. There's no gender in tarot. So whether I'm saying he or she, if it sounds like I'm talking to you, I am. And just put the roles where it go. But again, if it don't sound like your story, do not force the message to fit. Don't get all super paranoid. If I ain't talking to you, I ain't talking to you. Okay? Okay. And let's get started. What's up with the energy check-in for the collective in the month of May? What can we expect? I'm here to start with what's switched up. Alright, what's switched up? I'm going to pull 3 cards on each question I just heard. What switched up? Dang, they flew out. Okay, I got my 3 for that. Then I hear, what's next? What's next? What's next? Or what to expect. So you can consider my second row what's next or what to expect. Same thing to me. Okay, I got my 3 for that. Dang, I probably should have wrote this down. And third question, I heard hidden truths. Hidden truths. Whoa. Y'all ain't wasting no time giving me these answers. I'll tell y'all that. Or hidden truths. Okay, what I say, y'all? What's switched up? What's next? Or what to expect? Hidden truths. Okay, that's how the card's gonna go. So, in y'all what's next category, y'all got the tower. I mean, what switched up? My apologies. And a what switched up spread, y'all got the tower in reverse. Y'all got the Ace of Cups. Excuse the glare. Oh, okay. Over here, kind of cool. I got the Ace of Cups. And y'all got the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay? on the what switched up. On what's next, what to expect, y'all got the Page of Pentacles. Y'all got the Magician in reverse. And y'all got the 8 of Wands. And then in the Hidden Truths category, y'all got the 10 of Cups. Y'all got the Ace of Pentacles. And then y'all got the Temperance in reverse. Okay? This message coming. Alright, so in terms of what switched up, I'm hearing you got hit with some kind of like, I keep hearing the phrase wow factor, whatever that means to y'all, because I don't even talk like that, okay? So I'm hearing somebody got hit with some kind of wow factor. So what switched up? Like, dang, and then I heard the word hit him with it. And I heard it just like that, hit him with it. Whatever that mean to y'all. Like, so y'all could have got hit with some kind of, like, something just shocked the hell out of y'all. Something y'all wasn't expecting at all. Like, you got caught completely off guard by something. And with this Ace of Cups being out here, it has something to do with, like, matters of the heart, I'm hearing. So it could be, whether it be like a romantic relationship, something to do with like family, I'm hearing friends. Yeah, Father said that's it. So in terms of romantic partner, family, or friends, you got hit with something super unexpected. And I'm hearing with this 9 of Cups, what is the 9 of Cups? 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. And I was about to say with the 9 of Cups in reverse. So y'all lost something. Because I'm not even looking at the 9 of Cups right now, but everything that happened in tarot is relevant. So y'all could have lost something in terms of, a romantic partner, a loved one, you know what I'm saying, or a really close friend. So my condolences, because I say I lost something, but I'm talking about people right now. So you could have lost someone, and in terms of losing someone, if they just like no longer here, my condolences. Okay, wasn't expecting that. And the crazy part is I'm not even looking at the 9 of Cups in reverse. I'm looking at the 9 of Wands. So the reason why this caught you off guard is because whoever this is, they got you to completely let down your guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you let this person in. Like, you decided to trust again. You know what I'm saying? And you put your trust in this person. And I said you lost them, so they could have really let you down. Or they just like, I'm getting real disappointment vibes, guys. I'm sorry on what switched up. If this resonates with y'all, I'm so sorry, because it feel like somebody like heartbroken. Hold on, let's get wait. I'm gonna be super obedient in this reading, and I heard to clarify this one with my nun deck. What is this Tower in reverse? What happened? What's this wow factor? What caught whoever this is off guard? Y'all don't even want to talk about it. My DMX card came out. Hold on. Okay, so like somebody got caught slipping. Sorry, it's on here. Somebody got caught slipping, because now I'm hearing his song. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. You know, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. And in terms of that, I'm hearing like it's in the terms of like backsliding somehow. So you went back to something. Whoever I'm talking to right now for this first scenario on what switched up, you went back to something or someone. Now it's a something or someone, because I'm on this card. It also has like addictions. It also has like X on here. So you could have went back to an ex, or you could have like stopped doing something and then started doing something again in terms of addiction all in your life. And when I say that, let me be clear and point out, I'm not just talking about like drugs and alcohol, because there's a whole bunch of type of addictions and only you know what I'm talking about. But this could have been anything you were overindulging in to the point where you knew like it wasn't no good for you. You needed to calm down with that, you know what I'm saying? And for a minute you did, and the wild factor is like you slipped up somehow. But now I'm hearing like maybe you were triggered to do so because you lost something or you lost someone, and whatever this loss was, like it hit you hard because like you were completely vulnerable with whatever this is. You put a lot of energy and effort into this, because my damn X card is also like a prayer warrior card. So this could have been something like you prayed for, you fought for, you know what I'm saying? Like it was hard. It was a rough ride, because you know what I'm saying? It was rough to get whatever this was in the first place. Or like once you got it or once you accomplished it, it was hard to hold on to. Know what I'm saying? Or know what I'm saying? It was a battle just to keep whatever this was like working out, like going good in your favor. You feel me? And whatever this was, like you lost it anyway. After all that effort, after all that work, know what I'm saying? After all that praying, know what I'm saying? After, know what I'm saying? All that time under your belt, I'm hearing stuff like that. Know what I'm saying? After fighting tooth and nail for this, know what I'm saying? You lost something, or something came to an end anyway, and you wasn't expecting it. Know what I'm saying? You felt, I'm hearing the word blindsided by whatever this is, to the point where, yeah, it could have possibly have you like, if you're not overwhelmed emotionally right now, you're completely like fighting not to shut down emotionally. That's what I heard. You're fighting not to shut down emotionally. Give me a clue. I'm looking at this clue card. I'm going to pull it. You could be a Taurus or dealing with a Taurus. Hey, I heard get the top three. Don't say you down and just if you gonna catch feelings, cause if you let me, you already like me. Okay, I'm gonna just cuss because I don't even sound right unless I read it all the way. So pretty much, I'm gonna cover it up. Don't say you down and just smash if you gonna catch feelings, because if you let me smash, you already like me. And that's what I got when I put the head card. And you could be dealing with a Taurus, or you're the Taurus. And the other card, because I was told to pull 3, says, you know what they say, some people want to see you happy for as long as you're not doing better than them. So something about one of those 3 cards got something to do with your situation. You could have been dealing with a Taurus, or you could be a Taurus and you lost somebody or something, or you know what I'm saying, whatever this is, you are, or you could have felt like a Taurus got in the way or something, because the other card says some people want to see you happy as long as you're not doing better than them. So you or somebody else could have felt like, you know what I'm saying, somebody else came in between y'all situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna call it a situation and not a relationship, because based off the 3rd card I pulled, y'all could have possibly been just smashing, or maybe like one person seen it that way. Like one person just looked at it like it was just, you know what I'm saying, a physical relationship, and maybe somebody else wanted something more. And the fact that, you know what I'm saying, y'all on 2 different pages brought that to an end. If it's not that, then this could have been somebody who might feel like honestly you was addicted to sex, or you was addicted to sex with a specific person, you know what I'm saying? And like maybe you were like in that energy where you're just dating, you know what I'm saying, or you have multiple sex partners. That's what I heard. Some of y'all could have had multiple sex partners, but you kind of like had a favorite. That's what I heard, so I gotta read it. So you could have had a favorite, and whoever this favorite was, like one of your other sex partners didn't like that, to the point where they literally sabotage y'all shit, and that's what caught you off guard. That could have been the wild factor I'm hearing. And if it's not that scenario, like you could have been fighting tooth and nail to get something off the ground or to gain a possession or something, or, know what I'm saying, to build something. I'm hearing words like that. Know what I'm saying? To open up something. Know what I'm saying? To get something started. You fought tooth and nail in some type of, I'm hearing the word investment. Like you put your all into this. So whether it be money, emotions, know what I'm saying? You prayed about this. Know what I'm saying? You could have easily like tried to change your life about for whatever this is, because again I said like you gave up certain addictions. In this case the addiction could have been like your spending habits, like in terms of like wasting money. You try to be really financially responsible in terms of whatever this is, and like once you start doing good, like you could have had somebody who, thank you Father, you consider to be really close to you, or you really trusted this person. It was somebody you didn't have no walls up with, somebody you didn't have trust issues with. Know what I'm saying? Now you're looking at them like they could have possibly like sabotaged this, or something about like you and this person like played a part in whatever this was you were working on or investing in coming to an end. So like maybe somebody didn't hold up their end of the deal. I'm hearing shit like that. And in terms of people you could have been dealing with, like a Taurus, because that's out here. Also the Tower card is if you wasn't dealing with a Taurus, it could have been an Aquarius, because that's the tarot card, or you got cups out here, so Pisces, Cancer, what's the other water sign? Scorpio. And if it's not that, then what's ones? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So it's a lot of signs out here, which is why I don't call them. But heavy on the Taurus and heavy on the Aquarius, because they standing out. Alright. And for the, what did I say the second row was, guys? What to expect, what's next. So you got the Page of Pentacles, you got the Magician card in reverse, and you got the Eight of Wands. If this end up tying all together, I'll bring it all together. But right now I'm reading them as 3 separate categories. So just pick the story that fit, and I'm going to elaborate on it later. Okay, guys? Oh my gosh, she got a fly in here. That's going to drive me crazy. Yeah, so with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, like you're starting over with something, or you want to present like a brand new offer to someone or something, or this could have been that like apology, but I'm really getting this like an offer. Like you want to offer like with the Magician and the Eight of Wands is what's following it. So this could be like a small gesture, like a conversation that needed to be had is finally being had, or you know what I'm saying, maybe this break you finally needed to take is finally being taken. You know what I'm saying? Or something you've been putting off. Thank you, Father. Just whatever this is, it's something you've been putting off for a long time. You finally got started on it. You finally did it. Or you finally took the first step in terms of something. I'm hearing I got to bring it back. This could have easily been an apology, because if it does go along with the first row, this could have been what caught you off guard. Like you apologized to somebody, it took you being vulnerable, it took you opening it up. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know what to expect. But for the Tower to be in reverse in terms of that, like you thought, you possibly could have thought it was gonna go negative and it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Or you thought it was gonna it's kind of like, even though it's weird, because you thought it was gonna go like bad, but it didn't. But at the same time, it also didn't like smooth things completely over to where you feel like things are back to normal, if that makes sense to you. If this is in terms of like an apology or something. But if not, this is like an offer you want to give somebody, or this is something you're starting and it's like barely getting off the ground, but like at the same time you might not feel like you have everything you need to accomplish whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's like you're networking. I heard the word networking. You're networking, trying to, you know what I'm saying, pull together other resources, like use what you got, plus, you know what I'm saying, your support system. You're talking to them, seeing what they could help you with possibly, you know what I'm saying, to get this outcome that you want, you know? I'm here and get this stuck. Stuck for this one. What is this pinnacle? What are they working on? Or what is this offer? Or what is this apology? What is it? Yeah, this is something you planned for a long time. What else? Give me more. That ain't really telling me nothing. Yeah, okay, so whatever this is, it was like something had to end in order for you to start this, or something's coming to an end in order for you to start this. It's like dang, now I'm hearing like in terms of like the wow factor, it could have been like, I'm hearing the word epiphany. Like it was like a light bulb moment, like aha, like I figured it out, I got it. And that's why you finally took the first step, where it's like you kind of got an idea of what you want to do or need to do now, to the point where you're moving forward with something. I'm hearing the word like finally you're moving forward with something, and you spent a lot of time thinking this, possibly overthinking it. You was thinking about it like day and night, know what I'm saying? Like and it could also be something like you may have to or had to sacrifice something for. So like if you didn't walk away from something, you gave something up. Oh, so if this part goes with the first row, like in terms of this wow factor, maybe this was you. Okay, I'm gonna put the scenarios together later. I'm gonna read them separate, and then I'm gonna pull the whole scenario together later, because there's too many messages at one time if I do it that way. Okay, because somebody want all the facts right now, and I can only get so many words out of my mouth at a time. Okay, so we're gonna work together. Y'all gonna be patient with me, and we're gonna go back to this offer. So this is the offer, or this is something, or this is an apology that you finally went forward with. And even though you don't feel like you have all the resources you need or everything to get this up and running, I'm here, or completely off the ground, or just completely back to normal, or just working in the way that you wanted to. So like it's working, but things ain't necessarily running smooth just yet. You feel me? And in order to get things running the way you want them to go, like you had to give something up possibly, or you had to walk away from something, or you had to sacrifice something. So this sacrifice could have been like more time, more energy, you know what I'm saying? You have later nights and days, you know what I'm saying? You gotta wake up a little bit earlier, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it cost a little bit more money than you had like plan to put into it, to the point where that's why you're reaching out to your resources and your support system, and seeing if you can get a loan, or you know what I'm saying, seeing if somebody want to team up with you and become a partner in this, like a financial investor. I'm hearing things of that nature, like you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you know people that know how to do the things that you don't know how to do. So like let's say you want to start an online business, and you know what I'm saying, in terms of whatever business you're trying to start, you got all that kind of stuff down pat, but you don't necessarily know how to build like your own website or set it up to where you can get your payments flowing through your online service page, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, to the point where you're reaching out, you know what I'm saying, on some teamwork, make the dream work type stuff. And you know what I'm saying, you making it happen though. The most important part about like what's happening with this space is like you started. The hardest part is just getting started, and you already up and starting this. Give me more on this 8 of Wands. What's this communication, or what's this good news coming in? Yeah, so whatever you're working on, it could be 2 cards flew out. It could be futuristic. Like the reason why it's off to a slow start is because it's like completely new. It's something that hasn't been done before, or at least hasn't been done by you. And it's like you're kind of like, in a sense, like reinventing something. Like you could be taking something that was once considered vintage and revamping it to the point where, you know what I'm saying, like people who grew up in your era, your generation, they're gonna get it automatically. But like let's say for like your kids' generation, is completely brand new, you know what I'm saying, it's a wow factor to them, you know what I'm saying? And like whatever this is, people love it, you know what I'm saying? People love it. Like I'm here to give y'all an example. Like my hairstyle, for instance, you know what I'm saying? I told myself I was gonna start styling it differently because I'm like so sick of like just box braids, but that was like normally the only my go-to protective style, you know what I'm saying, when I'm not wearing my real hair and protecting it from my flat irons, you know. And I got tired of just simple box braids, so I'll be trying to switch it up a little bit. So I took the old school twisties. This is something like that goes all the way back to like my high school days, you feel me? And then I revamped it by throwing a single S twist in the back, which is something, you know what I'm saying, like my kids' generation is doing. So I kind of merged the 80s and I guess like the 2000s together, came out with this hairstyle, but everybody loves it, you feel me? Revamped, you know what I'm saying? To my generation is vintage, to my kids' generation it's a completely new hairstyle. It's different, it's unique, you know what I'm saying? Something like that is going on in terms of like investment. If y'all like starting some type of business or something like that, that's what it is. And my Back to the Future card is also like a divine timing card, so maybe things are off to a slow start right now, but again, like I said, like the hardest part for this was getting started, and things may not go at the pace you want them to go, but it's one of those things where it's like God is always on time, you know. And so don't give up on whatever this is, because it's looking like it's gonna go really good in your future. And it also flew out with my Jaws card, so I'm hearing like be aware of naysayers. Don't let nobody get in your head and deter you from whatever dream this is you're working on it right now. Like, you're gonna have haters. Everybody's not gonna love it. Some people ain't. As long as you love it, that's all that matters. As long as you're passionate about it, that's all that matters. That's what I'm hearing, guys, okay? So whatever this is you're working on, like, just, I'm hearing don't give up, because it's gonna take time for whatever this is to work out how you want it to work out. But for this middle spread being represented by the Magician, I'm hearing the only reason why it's in reverse, the Magician is in reverse, is because you feel like you don't have everything you need right now. But, you know what I'm saying, along with investing in something, it takes time, and putting in for time and effort and money and all that stuff, that's what makes you money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever heard people say like it takes money to make money? Like right now you're spending your own money putting it into it, but eventually people are going to start buying your products, or, you know what I'm saying, soliciting your services, to the point where the money, it's going to be a good investment. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to bet on you. I don't care what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have the confidence to know that you can put the work behind it, because again, faith without works is dead. But if you know you're doing the work, you know you're willing to do the work, you know what I'm saying, and you just hold on to your faith that it's going to work out, it will. And that's why I say, like, stay away from the naysayers. Stay away from anybody that puts you in negative energy. You know what I'm saying? If they're not backing you on this, if they're not supporting you when it comes to your vision with this, like, don't listen to them, and then two, separate from them until, you know what I'm saying, you're strong enough to hear and take that kind of criticism. Because if you let all that criticism get into your head in the beginning stages of this, when you're still doubting yourself, you know what I'm saying, that could be your demise, that could be your downfall, and we don't want that. You're gonna feel attacked sometimes by like just the way things are going. Like, it's like sometimes you're gonna feel like you're in that I took 2 steps forward just to end up taking 5 steps back, but that's temporary. And as long as you keep moving forward, like whatever this is, it is going to work out. It is going to work out. And if I got to go into the third row, which is what I was going to do next, that's followed by the 10 of Cups. This is happily ever after. This is, you know what I'm saying, I got my wish fulfillment. This is completion, you know, in a good, in like the best possible way. This is like a wanted outcome. This is like an answered prayer, and then it's followed by the Ace of Pentacles, which is like more blessings is on the way. So like once things get, like, even though things are getting off to a slow start, I'm hearing once things start flowing, it's gonna continue to flow. You feel me? What did I say this third world represented? Hold on, because some questions was intuitive, which is why I gotta think about it. The third row was, that's what switched up. What's happening? Oh, hidden truths. So yeah, so for the hidden truth, what you can't see right now is this is gonna work out in your favor and it's gonna turn out great. Like right now, it look like it sucked. It look like it's a bad idea. It look like, dang, this is a make or break me situation. I could easily fail in this, but God is saying, like, as long as you keep putting the work behind it, as long as you're willing to put forth the effort to have whatever this succeed, that's the hidden truth. It's going to be successful. This ain't no maybe. This 10 of Cups, I need y'all to see the energy on this card. This 10 of Cups is not no maybe. This is like guaranteed type energy. It's gonna work out. Like, it's for sure gonna work out. This like coming back tenfold energy. Know what I'm saying? Some 10, some 30, some 60, some 100-fold. That's what I heard. It's like that kind of energy. Like, just keep going. Like, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. That kind of energy, guys. Don't give up on whatever this is. I don't care if it got to do with a person, place, or thing. I do not know your life. Like, if it's applying to the first row where you dealing with a person and you lost something, or like maybe you backslid or some kind, like, just start again. Today is day one. Start over. It's okay to start over. And sometimes you're not even starting off, like, I'm not even going to say start over. Thank you, Father. He said don't even say start over, because you're not starting from the same place right now as you started from the first time you did it, because now you have experience under your belt, whether it was short-lived or not. You feel me? Like, you could have made some mistakes that put you back in this situation to the point where it's like, dang, well, that fell. But you could take the lessons that you learned from that and apply them moving forward to the point where you could get a better outcome the next time around. So some of y'all, it's like, don't start over, you're just starting fresh. Like, just try again. Like, sometimes you gotta fail in order to succeed. You're not gonna always get your way the first go around. You're not gonna always get your yes the first time around. Like, if this is like somebody who was looking for a loan, if the first bank tell you no, go to another bank. Don't put all your hope and all your dreams and all your eggs in one basket and that one person say, oh, that's not gonna work, that's gonna fail. Know what I'm saying? You don't deserve to be with a person like that. Going to school this late, like, you too old to go back to school. I'm hearing stuff like that. Write a book. Girl, you can barely write a sentence. How you gonna write a book? Make a podcast. You don't know nothing about the internet. How you gonna... I'm hearing stuff like that. When people start getting in your ear, that's the naysayers. When people start getting in your ear and making you doubt your own worth, your own skill set, your own capabilities, like, disregard them as haters. You know what I'm saying? Disregard them as somebody who don't know what you're talking about, don't know what you're doing. They don't see all the work you're putting into this, all the effort you're putting into this. And you know what I'm saying? It's giving me that don't judge a book by its cover energy, but right now you're the book. Don't let people judge you and keep judging you based off of things you know you don't do anymore, know you outgrown, know you learned from. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. You're human. It's okay to mess up. It is. It's okay to mess up. And I don't care how many times you have messed up. It's never too late to try again. As long as you're here, that's another opportunity. Every day you wake up, it's another opportunity to get it right. Every day you wake up, that's God's given permission for you to try again. So that's how you need to look at people, whether you're spiritual or not. Like, you're not God. Even if you don't believe in God, are they God over your life? Do they run shit in your life? You know what I'm saying? Are they your boss? They're the determining factor on whether your dreams succeed or not. Is that what you're telling me? You gonna let somebody else be the determining factor of who tells you what you can and can't do? Like, for real? I don't think so. You're too strong for that. You know what I'm saying? You're too smart for that. You know what I'm saying? You know better than that. And if this is you telling yourself that, you need to tell yourself the same thing. Thank you, Father. He's saying some of this negative thinking and speaking is gonna come from you. Oh my gosh, I want to kill that fly. See, and that could be a message in itself. That freaking fly. Y'all see how it's irritating me? Some of these people can be listening to you like they like a fly on the wall. They just sit back and listen to, you know what I'm saying, everything you say, and they watching stuff, and every time they do got something to say, it's never good. You know what I'm saying? It's never supportive. It's never in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Stop sharing your good news with people like that. Because at the end of the day, you being this excited about something, this passionate about something, you giving a fuck about something this much, you know what I'm saying? After everything you've been through, after all the surprises, all the wow factors, you know what I'm saying? After all the stuff that didn't work out, that you had to fight and overcome and keep pushing, and you had a lot of sleepless nights, and you spent a lot of nights crying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, we could keep that between us. You feel me? But you had a lot of nights where you cried over this, and you had a lot of nights where you was on your knees praying for this. Y'all see that, right? Y'all prayed for this, like I said, this blood, sweat, and tears. This is something you really care about. This is something you want that bad. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you ain't hurting nobody or hurting yourself, do not take no for an answer. As long as you're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself, do not take no for an answer. Because if you handle this the right way, it's going to work out for your good. And for some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, if this has something to do with another person, there's no guarantee that things are going to go the exact way you want it to. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all lost this person, you know what I'm saying, and you're going to go back and you're going to apologize, or you're going to want to have this conversation, and maybe they don't want to talk to you the first time right away. Maybe they still hurting. They need time to get over whatever this was too. You know what I'm saying? They need time to think about this too. Space to freaking clear their head and see if this is what they want to move forward with too. If this has something to do with another person, they need time to figure out if this is something they want to invest in, something they can afford to invest in, something they have the time for. Because everybody not on your timing, just like God not on your timing. Everybody else ain't on your timing either. The only person you have control over is you. That's it. You ain't got no control over nothing else nobody say, do, think, feel. Is out of your hands. All you can do is put your best foot forward, your best effort forward. Say everything you gotta say. Take it high, leave everything on the fucking table. Do everything you can do. Do everything you can do. You know what I'm saying? In a healthy way. Like, you gonna have to check yourself on this one. Some of y'all gonna have to humble yourself, because you gotta realize people don't have to help you. People don't have to listen to you. People don't have to care about the things that you care about. You know? People don't have to let you borrow money. Even if they got it, they don't have to give you their money. They worked hard for that money. They go to work every day for that money. I'm hearing stuff like that. And sometimes you're going to get a lot of no's before you get your yes. But all it takes is one yes. It's that kind of energy, guys. What's up with this? I want to see what it is. What's the, oh, he's saying pull this win card. Win. Give yourself time. Nothing is perfection overnight. Work equals results. Let it be that simple. Y'all hear me? And then it's followed by word to the wise. So I'm going to pull this one too. You can't heal the same thing that... Right. You can't heal with the same thing that broke you. Separate. Heal. And if you still want it afterward, you're good, why not? Okay? So some of y'all, like, oh, I'm hearing that applies to the first row and the last row. So some of y'all are going to get heartbroken by some of these no's. Some of y'all are going to be heartbroken. If not heartbroken, I'm hearing the word discouraged from this no, from this rejection, from this failed attempt, from this, I'm hearing silent treatment. So some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, maybe you reach out and you never get a response. Or maybe like you don't even try. It's like you quit before you even started. And some of y'all, the thing that you're fighting and the thing that you're hurting and trying to heal from is the thoughts in your own head. Some of y'all are holding yourself to the same standard of your past. You're treating yourself like you haven't grown up. You're treating yourself like you ain't learned nothing from that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are at a place, I'm here and I gotta say, even if you're at a place right now where today is your first time saying, this is my brand new start right here, I'm gonna start doing things different from today forward. And before today, let's say you're that person that got it wrong every single time. You've never done it right up until this point, ever. But in your heart, you just know you can. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can do this, I want to do this, I'm ready to do this, I'm mature enough to do this now, I'm finally in a position where I feel like I can handle it mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, I don't know your life, you feel me? You finally feel ready to move forward in a better light. And if it sounds like I'm talking to you when I say that, I am. And if I'm talking to you when I say that, the thing you're healing from is your own negative thoughts. You holding yourself to the same, so it's like you're your worst critic. You punish yourself worse than, you know what I'm saying, the outcome would be if you actually tried and failed. Like, it's way bigger in your head than it would actually be if you did it. You're making it way bigger in your head. You're overthinking it. You're overwhelming yourself. You're hurting your own feelings. How you see you is not how other people see you. How you see you, know what I'm saying, is not how everybody sees you. You know? Or how that one person that got you feeling like that in the first place, that one thing, that one person, like, don't let one heartbreak or one disappointment be your end-all be-all. That's what I'm talking to right now. When I say you need to heal and you need to separate, some of y'all gonna be healing from them thoughts. Like, there's nobody around you coming at you crazy, telling yourself, maybe you haven't even shared this with anyone, what you want to do, what you're going after, what you want to do next. The hidden truth is, you know what I'm saying, you just finally made it up in your mind, like, you know what, from this day forward, this is how I want to move in terms of this. From this day forward, this is the type of person I want to be. This is the type of person I'm going to fight to become. Are you that person right now? Nope. Have you did it yet? Nope. Have you done it before? Nope. It's possible you don't even have an example of what doing things right looks like. For some of y'all, you're going to be the first one to do it. For some of y'all, you're the generational curse breaker. Ain't no example. You either get it right or everybody else going to keep getting it wrong because they waiting on you to get it right. Because once you get it right, it breaks the yoke off your whole family. That kind of energy. For some of y'all. It's a big task, and it's scary, and it's hard, and you don't always get it right the first time. But it's a necessity, and it has to be done. And you have the heart to do it, and you have the will to do it, and you have the faith to do it. And Father is saying that's all it takes. It doesn't take money. It doesn't take strength. It doesn't take wisdom. It doesn't take knowing the next step in advance. It takes the will to want to do it, the heart to fight to do it, you know what I'm saying, the self-motivation to not give up, and just to believe in yourself. Because if you keep telling yourself, I'm an ain't shit ass person, I'm an ain't shit ass person, I'm an ain't shit ass person, then that's what the world gonna see. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all really have been an ain't shit ass person. But guess what? If today is the day you decide that was yesterday, today I'm about to become the type of person I want to be, and that's a good person. I can be a good person. I have a good heart. I'm better than that. I'm stronger than that. You know what? Maybe yesterday you was the person with commitment issues. And today you're a person that decided, hey, I do want a relationship. Hey, one day I do want to get married. Maybe yesterday you was a person that never wanted kids a day in your life. And today at home, I could see a little mini me running around this motherfucker. You feel me? All know your life. My point is, don't quit on yourself before you even give yourself a fair start. And for some of y'all, them negative thoughts ain't coming from you. Like some of y'all, for the people that where it's coming from you, that's your trauma talking. It ain't even coming from the heart. It's your trauma. You know what I'm saying? You've been through so much stuff that hurt your feelings and convinced you that you can't do it, or you ain't worth shit, or nobody else is gonna want you, or nothing you do is good enough, or you just simply don't know how to commit, you don't know how to communicate, you don't know how to be better, do better, you don't know how to not smoke, not drink, not cuss, not fight, not think negatively all the time, not start something and then actually fit. Like, you're the only person in your way. Like, for example, I'll use myself as an example because I don't want to offend nobody, okay? I'm officially 42 years old as of like 2 days ago, right? 40 freaking 2, right? And my dream, after I had my kids and became an adult, has always been to go to school so I could become a children's therapist, right? Counselor, something like that. Because kids always been attracted to me in that way, and I really feel like it's a part of my gift, and I just want to help people like that. I just love to help people. I don't care how I do it as long as I'm doing it, right? But if I actually had the choice, you know what I'm saying? If it was actually an option where it's like, hey, Keisha, you could do anything you wanted to do, what would you want to do? Like how your teacher asked you that question when you're a little kid. When I have to answer that as an adult, that's what I want. I want to be a counselor. I want to help people heal, right? And actually get paid for it. Bonus, feel me? And it seemed like, and my own negative thoughts used to tell me, like, you're not a school person. You're not a school person. Because, like, literally my whole life, every time I go to school, no matter what school I go through, something traumatic happens to where I never just get to focus on school, like, ever. For as long as I can remember, okay? It was something always in a way of me just thriving in school. I'm smart as fuck. I can pass shit like that. Like, it wasn't the work. The work was never the problem. Life was always the problem. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, you know what I'm saying, I started believing that, and I started telling myself that. When life finally did get out the way, I was in my own way because I was still telling myself, I'm not a school person. And even if I do go to school, I'm not a homework person. You feel me? And even if I do go to school and do my homework, it's like the moment something happens in life that seems like it's more important than finishing school, I'm out, right? And that was my mentality for the longest. To the point where by the time I actually tried to go to college, I literally did everything first. I've had so many careers. I've been to the military, all that. School was literally last on my list. To the point where by the time I actually went to school, like tried to go to college the first time, I believe I was like 32. Which is crazy in itself. Like, people was telling me back then it was too late for me to try to go to school. You know what I'm saying? And then at the time I was pregnant. I'm putting myself on blast because this testimony is going to help somebody. At the time I was pregnant as fuck, like 7 months pregnant. I was fighting the case. You know what I'm saying? And then I had lost my car and my job in the same month. So I was trying to fight. I had to hustle literally every day to keep my apartment. And I was fighting the CPS case. Real shit. And I was fighting the CPS case from the case that I had caught, right? So I was fighting to get my kids back. I was fighting to keep my place without a job, no income, huh? Yeah. I was fighting to keep my place and stuff without a job, and I was going to school for the first time in like 12 years. And then on top of that, I wasn't a school person, I wasn't a homework person, and by the time I got out of school, like my day literally ran from like 7 o'clock in the morning to like 9 o'clock minimum every night. And I'm doing all this pregnant as hell, right? And I was successful that whole semester. I was successful as fuck. And then what happens? Life. My son comes 2 months early, guys. Smack dab middle of finals week, right? And so I went right back to that negative thinking and speaking like, oh, it's just not in my cards. It's not in my future. This is not God's plan for me, right? So I told myself it's not in God's plan for me. I'm not supposed to go to school. I'm supposed to do something else. So I quit school. After I had my son, I quit school and I just started working again. And when I say my life was going topsy-turvy, my life was going topsy-turvy. And years later, here we are, 10 years later, right? Because life just kept happening. And I do gotta go get a mentality, so I'm just rolling with the punches. I'm making it work. We surviving, but that's all we doing. You know what I'm saying? I got what I need and I can get what I want, but that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing that I actually want to do with my life, you know? And then it got to the point where I was in a career. I was in it for like 4 years. I had no intention of leaving my job. I freaking love it. I kind of still think about going back sometimes. But out of nowhere, like the more I grew spiritually, you know what God told me, Keisha? It's that time. It's time. You ready? Go to school. And I could not shake that thought. I could not shake the thought of like going to school. You know what I'm saying? And so I flipped it. I'm like, I was being funny though. I flipped it. And I told God, I was like, all right, well, if life happens, like the same reason I stopped going to school, if that happens, I'll go back to school. If life happens to the point where it looks like school is my best option, I'll go to school. And right after that, I kid you not, both of my cars, I had 2 cars. I went from having 2 cars to 0 cars in like less than a month. And then I lost my job of 4 years behind that, like, cause I lived like 45 minutes away from my freaking job. And I got another job again, no problem. Started working there, and out of nowhere, like, couple of months later, it's like I couldn't hold on to a job worth nothing. I don't know why. And normally I've never had that problem ever in life. I've never went on an interview and not got hired, and I never worked at a job and actually got fired. Like, ever. And mind you, I've been working since I was like 14. So again, like, in my head, it was like, all right, what am I going to do for money? I got all kind of skills, too, in terms of hustling. I can make it happen if I want to make it happen, but that's all I'm going to say. But I'm living right. I'm not cutting corners, so it's like, you can either do hair and shit, you can, you know what I'm saying? I could babysit, I can do the in-home nurse thing and all that kind of stuff, but my heart is not in none of them places. I had already went to the military. I've already worked every career that I could think of that I actually wanted to do, and none of that stuff made me happy. And then boom, the thought hits me again. Like, right now would be the perfect time to go to school. And so this time I prayed on it, and instead of going for a check, which is why I would normally go, I went because it's something I actually wanted to do. And I picked the major that I actually wanted to pursue, that I had started the first time and just never finished, guys. And when I say, like, life was still lifing, but for some reason, like, even at the time, like, I'm good now, but even at the time when I didn't have a job, I was actually making more money without a job and just going to school than I was when I had a career for 4 years, which was crazy to me. We're actually doing better with me not working and going to school than I was, like, the previous 4 years, like, working. And I made good money. I made really good money. I'm not going to say how much because I don't want to people were ringing my phone, but I made really good money. You feel me? And now, because it's divine timing, that's my point. Like, because I did it at a time where I felt ready, I felt mature enough to handle it, and I was just determined to finish. Like, all right, this time, God, if I go to school, like, that's our contingency plan. If I go to school, even if life is lifing, like, I need to finish this go around. And I finish in December. You know me? So my point is, like, maybe back then it was just bad. Maybe it really just was bad timing. Maybe back then you just really wasn't ready. Maybe back then it really was other shit that was more important to you. Maybe back then you were meant to be doing whatever you were doing back then, because everything I went through up until this point before I decided to go to school again, mine just been a whole 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I had my baby, I raised them, I made sure they was good in school, I was fighting to get my kids back. You know what I'm saying? I was taking different jobs trying to figure out if I wanted to stay in California or not stay in California. I moved to Vegas for like a year, didn't like it, came back, hustled back up to, you know what I'm saying? And I just bounced around. And when I finally felt settled, I ended up starting right back where I left off at 10 years ago. Going to school. At the same school. At the same school. That's the craziest part. And I went from having like a support system. It's like, it took that time to get rid of all the toxic people that was in my life. It took rid of all that time for me to heal mentally and emotionally, because I went through a lot of shit. When I lost my kids with my CPS case, I lost my partner at the same time for a different reason. You know what I'm saying? Then I lost my perfectly squeaky clean record by catching that case. I was dealing with all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to kind of remember how to hustle, because I always depended on like jobs to just be enough. And God, oh thank you, he brought me to that point, because some of y'all are feeling like the reason why you can't do this is because you don't have enough right now. And again, like when you're moving in divine timing, when you know this is something that's on your heart, like when it's on your heart, and that's why I said it the way I said it, if you're not hurting yourself or hurting nobody else, God gonna prove it. As long as you're fighting for something you believe in, something you truly want, you know what I'm saying, and you're not hurting nobody, or you're not hurting yourself, and it's actually helping, even if the only person is helping is you. Because if you're passionate about something like that and you got something to work towards, it's like, sometimes it's just caring. That sometimes caring about something that way is the work. Because when you've had so many disappointments and so many no's and so many wow factors, and life just keep lifing, and you've tried in this area before and you failed so many times in this area already, and for some reason you just can't give up on whatever this is you're not supposed to. God has been growing you. Maybe before you were knuckleheaded, you were just too immature to get the job done. Then on top of that, you weren't financially responsible enough to get the job done. And then after that, it was like your heart wasn't in the right place. You were focused on the wrong things. You wanted to do it for the wrong reasons. Like the first time I was going to school, I wasn't going to school because I wanted to actually graduate and work in the field that I wanted to. I was going to school because I had lost my job and I could get a financial aid check, and the check could help me pay my rent easier than hustling every freaking day could, and I was just tired, so I wanted the money. It wasn't about the education. You feel me? So back then, I truly believe that's why I failed. Now, I'm gonna be successful because it's for the right reasons. And God is saying that's how you finally are. Like, you have to bump your head so many times in whatever area of life that you're in right now for Him to even get you back to this point. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're still doubting yourself. Yes, you still have your guards up, wall up. Yeah, you still worry about it, but at least now, like, you care enough to pray about it. You care enough to fight for it. You care enough to cry about it. You care enough to change. Like, it's hurting you to stay the same now. Like, literally, emotionally, it's hurting you to stay the same now. Like, before, the main reason why your guards is up is because you were trying to keep yourself from getting hurt again. It was a defense mechanism. Like, alright, I'm gonna quit before I get started, because if I never start, then you can't fail. You can't fail if you never try. That was your old mentality. Now, your new mentality is, if I don't even try, I already failed. And God said, bingo, yep, that's it. That's where I want you at. You feel me? And this whole message, thank you, Father, He bringing it together, no matter what area of life you're in, because He gave us a lot of scenarios, whether it be what switched up, what changed you changed. You change. If I just gotta pull the message together, the reason why things didn't work in your past that are the same things that can work right now is because you've changed. Whether you realize you were doing the work or not. Sometimes you getting heartbroken again was the work because you put yourself out there. Again, you put yourself in a position where it's like, you know what? I can get hurt too. And some of y'all barely getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all hurt so many times where it's like, you know what? Instead of people hurting me, I'm going to become the heartbreaker. And this last time, boom, he giving it to me. That was the wow factor. This time, you've played the same game you always play. You know what I'm saying? You guarded your heart the same way. You always guarded your heart. And back in the day, it was a guaranteed solution to just not getting your heart broken. And boom, somehow, like you came across, you met your match. Somehow, you ended up heartbroken by whoever you thought your safe person was. Like you thought this was a safe place, or you thought this was a safe person, and it's like there's no way this person is gonna break my heart because they care about me way more than I care about them, or there's no way, you know what I'm saying, I can fail in terms of doing this. I've been doing it for years. I've been getting away with this for years. It's been working for years. I'm an expert at this. It's guaranteed never gonna fail. You've been playing it safe, thank you Father, for way too long. And however way you played it safe in your past, it didn't work this time. And when it didn't work, it was on purpose. It was your wow factor. It was your wake up call. And God saying, second row, now that you woke, what's happening? What can you expect next? Your change. You about to start moving different. Whether you're doing it right now or not, it's already in your head or it's already in your heart. You already got your mind made up that moving forward, you are going to do things differently because you want a different outcome than the one you just got. You tired of getting the same outcome you've been getting. It's not working for you no more. You've outgrown the outcome you've been getting. You're ready to overcome this hurdle. You learned the lesson. You've been learned the lesson. You know you've been learned the lesson. And every time you move different after that, you knew. You was just being hard-headed. Because you being hard-headed was you playing it safe. And God said you finally willing to take a risk. Because you finally see something in a different light. It looks better. You want it more than you care about getting hurt now. Now something means more to you than getting hurt, because now you realize you have no control over who and what and when you get hurt. That's just a part of life. You know, you finally learned that lesson. You have no control over other people, places, and things. And because of that, you can't stop yourself from getting hurt. Getting hurt is a part of life. But whatever this was that hurt you the last time, it made you appreciate, thank you, Father, what was already going good in your life. It made you appreciate what actually worked when you were playing it safe. It made you appreciate the people who treated you how you want to get treated moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you were. You know what I'm saying? Help me say that clear, Father. You know how I got that phrase where it's like, treat people how you want to be treated? Somebody actually treated you how they wanted to be treated, regardless of how you treated them. And whoever that person was, you know what I'm saying, this time, oh, thank you, Father, he gave it to me. He said, this time what hurt you is you hurt them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it was like you're willing to hurt them because eventually if you didn't hurt them, they was going to hurt you first anyway. But somebody showed you a different side. No matter what you did to somebody, you know what I'm saying, they didn't hurt you. Or no matter how many times you gave up on somebody, they didn't give up on you. You know what I'm saying? Or no matter how many times you got discouraged and stopped believing in yourself, it was somebody else who just kept encouraging you anyway. Like, no, you can do it. Like, somebody had your back. Thank you, Father. Long story short, what to expect or what you could expect, somebody had your back at a time where you didn't even have your own back. And whoever this was, it was somebody like you never expected to lose or never expected to give up on you, and if they did, you expected them to start playing the safe how you was, and they never switched up. The only thing that happened differently is like this person is no longer in your life. You no longer have this love, you no longer have this friend, you no longer have this example, you no longer, you know what I'm saying? You no longer have this part of your support system. You know what I'm saying? This was a teacher to you. This person was literally sent to your life to teach you this lesson. And in learning this lesson, the biggest disappointment wasn't that you failed at doing whatever it was that you've gotten wrong a million times. Like, that's not what hurt you this time. The thing that hurt you this time is the thought that you hurt this person, or you sabotage yourself, like you mess this up, whoever this is, like you see your mistakes in a different light this time. Normally it's like, give it to me, Father. Oh, he said you finally taking accountability. Thank you. That sums it up in one sentence. You finally taking accountability for something. Like before, when you would make mistakes, especially mistakes that would involve other people, it was easy for you to see where them other people made their mistakes and went wrong, and you could never see how you messed up in the situation, because as long as you was honest about what you was doing and how you was moving, you weren't making a mistake. You were just being truthful, you know? And in this scenario, Father is saying, like, yeah, even though you were truthful, like, you realize, like, how you were moving still played a part in hurting someone. Like, yeah, even though they knew you were gonna do it, or, you know what I'm saying, you warned them ahead of time that it's something you would do, or this is the type of person, or accept me as I am. I'm hearing shit like that. Accept me as I am. This is who I've always been. I'm not gonna change. Take it or leave it. Well, I told you what's up from the beginning. I'm hearing that kind of stuff. And you really did, but you didn't realize that regardless of whatever that meant to you, this person was being true to themselves too, and their way of being true to themselves was still completely foreign to you, because it was a complete opposite of how you was moving. This person moved like, I'm gonna treat other people how I want them to treat me. I'm gonna love on other people the way I want them to love on me. I'm gonna have their back like I want them to have my back. I'm gonna listen to them and cater to their needs and just be there for them and be a real support system. Like whoever this person was, they were really solid, right? Whether it was like y'all had a real close, intimate relationship, whether y'all was just friends, whether y'all was lovers, whether they were just an example, like maybe they weren't even in your life all the time. Maybe y'all barely kicked it, barely talked, but every time you came across this person, that's how they treated you. You know what I'm saying? And they let you move however you wanted to move, and they never judged you for it, right? And you felt so safe being yourself with this person, but somewhere along the line you realized that being yourself with this person no longer felt like enough, because this person, thank you Father, made you want to be better, do better. This person made you want to be and do better. Not only that, they were an example of how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you seen them, thank you Father, taking the same risks that you were scared to take, because you seen them putting themselves in positions where it's like, hey, you know you can get hurt doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know you can get fucked over doing that. And that wasn't the determining factor for whoever this was, whether they did something or not. They literally just did something because it's like, hey, you need me? I'm going to do that for you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need, I got you. You need an ear? I got you. You need a ride? I got you. You need some money? I got you. You need a friend? I got you. You need a place to stay? I got you. Whether you were like that towards this person or not. And it was like, dang. You know what I'm saying? They woke you up like, dang, it really is good people out here in this world. Thank you, Father. That's what it was. Somebody showed you it really is good people out here in this world. And not only did you want to hold on to this good person, but you wanted to become one of them. Because you didn't look at yourself like you were a good person before this person. And the more you kicked it with this person, whether you realized it or not, the more they made you want to become a better person. Facts. And that's the hidden truth. Now that's what you want more than anything. Not only do I want to keep this good person in my life, but I want to learn how to be a good person so I can be a good person back to people like this. Because you realize most of the mistakes you made in your past was not appreciating good people when they came into your life, because you were so scared that they were temporary, or so scared of being disappointed, or so scared of getting hurt again, that you just never let that wall down. It's like for whoever I'm talking to in this message, you have like a mental and emotional blockage. Like, you think more logical than you do with, like, your heart chakra, if that makes sense. Like, in terms, like, you rather go with what you think and know than how you feel. Like, your feelings was always on the back burner. And that's why this person was completely weird to you, completely different to you. Whether, I don't care who it was, it could be your grandma, it could be your cousin, it can be your little sister, I'm hearing, it could be your big brother, it can be your homie, it could be somebody you met in jail, it could be somebody you met for like 30 minutes on a vacation. You just seen a different side of people. It was like you were introduced to a different culture. It was like a whole, thank you, Father, it's like a culture shock to you. Like, what? This whole world isn't completely evil? Like, good people in this world actually exist? You know what I'm saying? Like, even, because in your head, like, is there people with good hearts? Yeah, but even people with good hearts made mistakes. Even people with good hearts will fuck up. Even people with good hearts have secrets. You know? It was like, there's got to be something. And most times when you said that about people, like, there's got to be something I'm missing. You're too good to be fucking true. I don't believe you. What are you hiding? I'm owning you. It's only a matter of time before I figured it out. Guess what? You never figured it out. And even when this person told you what their flaws was or what was wrong with them, you didn't see it as a character flaw. It wasn't a character flaw. It was like, yeah, that's something you can fix. That's something you can just work on. It still didn't make them a bad person, because they would acknowledge it. Like, you know that's wrong with you. I literally see you trying to fix it. So technically, you're still not a bad person for that. You're just learning. You just don't know how to do it yet. Like, it's like you met somebody who's like, yeah, I get, like, you look at that like a bad thing, but in your eyes it was like, but once you fix that, like, you gonna be a beast out here. And the crazy part, that's exactly how they looked at you. They didn't judge you for anything you were doing. They literally judged you based off your heart chakra, but you hadn't seen your heart chakra correctly and so wrong, because you were so used to just guarding it. You never expected nobody to actually get through to you. Thank you, Father. That's what I heard. You never expected to ever let anyone get that close to you to where they could even recognize that side of you. It's like you got barbed wire and brick walls and like a freaking sniper, and you got, you know what I'm saying, field mine, whatever it's called, like ready, protecting your heart. Like, don't get too close. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you turning around, it's like, how the fuck did you get here? When I let you in? This motherfucker did some ninja shit and made all the way through all your guards. They just passed them without you even realizing it. Like, you were asleep on this person. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this was, you were completely asleep on them. But whoever this was, they made you want to be better, do better. They make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? They show you what true peace is. Like, you've seen, thank you, Father. The reason why you look at this person different is because you've seen them go through a lot of the things that you've been through before that, like, extremely hurt you. And they just handled it different. and you didn't understand how they could go through the type of stuff they went through, and they're still such a good fucking person. Like, how do you do it? That's what I heard. And that's what they answer was. I don't move from logic. I don't go based off of what I think and what I know. I judge things based off of how I feel. And to you, it's like, oh yeah, no, I ain't doing that. That's dangerous. That's how they look at moving off of how you just think and feel. Like, if I just paid attention to how I think and what I know and how I feel, like, that's dangerous too. You know? And y'all both learn from each other, and that's why y'all vibe was so dope on here. That's why y'all vibe is dope. Because you taught this person, like, when it was important to think from your head in your logical space. Like, sometimes that's important. Sometimes that keeps your heart safe. And when you have the type of heart you have, it's important to guard your heart. It's important to know. Thank you, Father. It's important to know when to guard your heart. And they did the same thing for you. You know what I'm saying? Using your head and logic and all that stuff is cool, but sometimes it's important to know, you know what I'm saying, when to use your heart. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's important to know when to let people in. Sometimes it's important to know when to let people see that you care. You know? And in the end, like, of whatever this is, because it is, like, with the 10s being out here, you know what I'm saying, it came to an end, or almost is, because it's like 8, 9, 10, so it gradually, like, over time, like, went left with this person. Like, it was, it's still, like, just reading the spread, it's still nothing majorly wrong that made this separation come about, because he separated is like, I wish I could see it, I underlined it like 3 times, or separate. It's still nothing like majorly wrong that made y'all separate. It's just like miscommunication, and that was a miscommunication. It was a conversation that never had to be had. You know what I'm saying? It was a aha. It was a light bulb moment. It was a wow factor. It was an epiphany on both parts. This person felt like they had to leave you alone because they always acted from, like, their heart chakra. They always moved based off of how they feel. And if they don't learn how to move with, like, logic and pay attention to what they think and, like, intertwine that with their heart, then they were going to just keep getting hurt. And the same yet the opposite was true for you. Like, you move from logic in your head, and if you didn't learn how to move with your heart too, then you were just gonna keep getting hurt. Y'all was just gonna keep clashing. Y'all was on the exact same page and just kept clashing. And it was like, how does somebody I get along with so well, like, throw me completely off, like, to the point where it's like, oh, maybe I don't know you at all. You feel me? Y'all just constantly second guessed each other, and maybe I got tired of it. One or both of y'all. And that's how y'all both looking at it right now. Like, alright, well, I learned the lesson. So if y'all part ways right here, it's like all love, because I learned the lesson. That's how y'all both look at shit. Like, oh, well, you're in my life for a season. I learned the lesson. That's how y'all both looking at it. But one of y'all want this back. And that's where we at right now. Because one of y'all still want this. One of y'all don't want it to end right here. What's up? And that's where we at right now. So we got T, yeah, because you want to keep growing. Look, we got T for tree, and then we got L for leaf. So one of y'all want to keep growing with this, but like, you feel like there's so much more I can learn from you, and there's so much more I can teach you. Like, you're not in my life for a season, whoever this is. You feel like this person supposed to be in your life for a long time, because like, you've been asking, thank you, Father, you've been praying for God to, like, put people in your life who you feel like you can grow with, people who can teach you stuff. And people you can teach stuff to. Like, thank you, Father, you don't want to be the smartest person in your circle. You know what I'm saying? And you don't necessarily want everything to go your way, and you don't want people who are going to patronize you and tell you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You do want people who are strong enough to stand up for what they believe in and stand firm on what they believe on, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Tell you what they're thinking, tell you how they're feeling, you know what I'm saying, without being so sensitive that every single time it's like I'm breaking your heart, but at the same time it's like I know when to check you and I know when to let you know, like, hey, I feel like you doing this and this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just like you feel comfortable going to this person and be like, I think when you do this, and this, you know what I'm saying, you're playing yourself. And you like having somebody to bounce ideas off of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never had that type of reciprocation. You always, thank you, Father, you always had the type of relationship where it's like, if you were doing something for somebody, you were looking at them like, alright, what you want? Like, you never had the type of relationship with people where it's like, I'm gonna do this for you, and there's absolutely nothing in it for me. I just really wanted to help you like that. That's why this person was new to you, and you were new to this person because they never met someone where it's like, okay, like, you need to know, like, when to expect certain things back. Like, if you're doing this, and this, all this stuff for somebody, and they're not willing to do the same thing for you, like, you're not supposed to be doing all that stuff for this person. And that was like Spanish to them, you know. So y'all really did, like, learn from each other. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It was like an equal give and take. You know what I'm saying? This relationship was supposed to be full of reciprocation, an equal give and take. Like, I win, you win. There is no, like, collaboration, no compromise. No win some, lose some type shit. We both just winning. You know what I'm saying? We bounce our ideas off of each other. We can trust each other. We can fight in each other. Be there for each other. Have fun with each other. But at the same time, it's real. There's no bullshit. There's no cutting corners. There's no little slick shit. There's no leaving shit out. You know what I'm saying? I wear my heart on my sleeve, but yeah, you speak your mind freely. You feel me? And you're willing to tell me things that I don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to tell you things that you might necessarily hear. And we both still know it's coming from a place of love. You know what I'm saying? So this is somebody, y'all was on like y'all had two different love languages, but y'all was on the same page. And if y'all just get to the point where y'all understand each other's love languages, this is the type of relationship, union, partnership, friendship, I don't know, your life, whatever, that could last a lifetime. It is. You feel like it's something you can still have, like you want it, like to the point where you're willing to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? And you truly believe like this is something you can still have. So let's get into it. Can they? I'm gonna pull these cards and I'm gonna go, because that's the whole message. It came out finally. Yeah, you finally found a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think it's romantic. Like, it could be, but it ain't even necessarily, even if it is romantic, it ain't about that with whoever this is. Okay? This is a genuine connection. Thank you, Father. He said stop using the word relationship. You found a genuine connection for the first time in a long time. And you want to hold on to it, but you also don't want to hurt this person no more. And you don't want this person to hurt you. That's the hidden truth. So it's like, how do we move forward? Because you don't want to change this person, and this person not asking you to change. Y'all just want to learn how to, like, stay connected without hurting each other. Because every time y'all connect is good. That's what I heard. Oh, that's sweet. How do these people stay connected? You know what they say? Stop asking single people for relationship advice. They can't help you. So I made that card because it's like, don't ask people who don't have the type of, like, if you're going to people asking them how to handle this type of relationship and you don't see any examples of this type of relationship in their life, you're asking the wrong person. I hope that made sense to y'all. Like, you gotta go you gotta seek like-minded people in terms of advice for this person. Like, don't ask advice from people who don't remind you of this person, about this person, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with a person that, you know what I'm saying, moves from their heart chakra and you don't, you know what I'm saying, ask somebody else when it comes in terms of advice about this person, ask somebody else who move with their heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. If you're the one who wear your heart on your sleeve and you're dealing with something that you're dealing with someone who, you know what I'm saying, don't necessarily pay attention to their feelings, like they got them, yeah, but it's extremely hard for them to show them, and they move based off of logic and what's best for them, like tangibly, like physically. Because like a lot of the people y'all dealing with, like in terms of that, they come across as materialistic, and they're not all about like just what can I get, what can I get, what can I get, even though it'll come across that way. If that's what and that's what I mean. I got different love languages. This person just like nice things, just like you like nice things, and they just taking care of themselves, just like you take care of yourself. They just doing it in a different way. And if you never pause long enough to see the other side, like that's why the separation keeps happening too. It says, hey, let's take things to the next level. Contacts. At this point, I'm dreaming about you. Clue. I'm just pulling off the top of the deck. Be gentle with yourself. You are doing the best you can with what you have right now, and that's enough. Yes, things are working out in your favor. Hey, be careful with me. When you least expect it, time will tell. You know what they say, if you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. Yeah, so in terms of this person, just take your time. All the messages pretty much say, just take your time. Stay true to yourself. Be honest. Know what I'm saying? And for the people that have a hard time being honest about how you feel, then your advice is to be honest with yourself about what you want. You know, and the opposite is true for the person. The people that find it really easy to express how you feel, the question is still the same. Be honest about what you want. What feels good to you? You know? And are you getting that? You know what I'm saying? And for the people that don't think with their heart, you know what I'm saying? What sounds good to you? What sounds good to you in your head? What does happy look like? If you can't tell me how happy feels, your question becomes, what does happy look like to you? Does it look like the connection you have with this person? Because that's where you start. That's where the both of y'all start. In terms of how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Does it look like with the connection you have with this person? And if this scenario had nothing to do with another person for you, know what I'm saying? This is just you being scared to move on something. You're passionate about it. You want to go for it. Know what I'm saying? You keep having wow factors. Things are off to a slow start. What does happy look like? What's your end goal? Stay focused on the end goal. Fuck what it look like right now. You're just getting started. Know what I'm saying? You're going to get a lot of no's. You're going to fuck up. You're learning as you go. It's like expecting a little kid to get on a bike for the first time without training wheels and thinking they're not going to fall. Like, you just tell them, you're not going to fall. Get on the bike. Go ahead. Ride it. You're not going to fall. And then now it's your time to comfort that child because they just fell. What you going to tell them? It's alright if you never get on the bike again because you just fell? Or everybody falls their first time. Everybody falls when they ride their bike for the first time. But the important thing is to get back on it right now. You can do it. Come on. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be right here running behind you. And I'm going to catch you next time. I'm not going to let you fall. Right? Ain't that what you was telling them? And next thing they know, they riding in. You ain't holding on to the bike no more. And you got to handle yourself the same way. Now you that happy kid that didn't realize you made it all the way down the street and you turned around and your mama not right there by your seat no more. Know what I'm saying? You're doing it all by yourself. What does that look like to you? Know what I'm saying? Because you know what happy feel like, and you know what it's like to feel hurt, and so you don't want to focus on that. Because if you can't have happy all the time, you don't want to focus on feelings. Feelings don't matter because they fickle. Know what I'm saying? That's how you look at it. So what does happiness look like to you? And that's how you answer your question in terms of like this person. Some of y'all struggling like, how do I get this person back? What do I say? What is it going to take for me to do? Treat them how you would want to be treated. If you are brave enough, if they always think with their heart, you know what I'm saying? Even though you hate thinking with your heart because you don't want to get hurt. Okay, what hurts you? Think about it like that. What hurts you? When you think about getting hurt, when you think about all the things you're protecting your heart from, what are you protecting yourself from? And then ask yourself, am I doing that? Am I protecting this person from all that stuff? Or am I doing that to this person? And that'll help you too. Treat them how you want to be treated when you try not to get hurt. Know what I'm saying? If you moving in ways where it's like, you know, if somebody did it to you, it will hurt you. Don't do them like that. You feel me? And let it be that simple. Know what I'm saying? And if you weren't talking yourself into something, you talking, like, think of yourself like as a little kid in terms of you're like that person going after something new for the first time and you're just scared and fear getting in your way. Know what I'm saying? If you had a 6-year-old, know what I'm saying, in front of your face and their innocence wasn't tainted yet, and you say, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do when you grow up? And their dream is the same as yours. That's how you got to talk to yourself. They got the same dream you got. They trying to do the same thing you trying to do right now. I want to own my own business. I want to write a book. I want to make a CD. Know what I'm saying? Record a CD. I want to travel. I want to make such and such money. I want to learn how to do this. Are you going to sit up there and tell that little 6-year-old who's innocent as fuck they can't do it? You're not going to make excuses on why they can't do it. That's not going to be your focus. You're going to focus on all the things that tell you you can do it. Know what I'm saying? It's going to take a little hard work. Sometimes it's going to be hard. Sometimes it's going to mess up. Sometimes people are going to tell you no. Sometimes you're going to have haters. You feel me? Sometimes you're going to have to mess up and try again and get it right the next time. Just keep going. Just don't give up. Ain't that what you're going to tell them? Tell yourself that same shit. Long story short, this whole message energy check-in for the month of May is you're in a season where you're learning how to love on yourself, and part of loving on yourself is treating people how you want to be treated. But in order to treat people how you want to be treated, you got to know how you want to be treated. And for a lot of y'all been ignoring that for a long time. You don't know what you want because you don't know what makes you happy. You just been playing it off. You've been living life paying attention to what you think makes everybody else happy. Ooh, that they look like they're happy. They look like they're having fun. Know what I'm saying? And you base your definition of happiness off of what you see everybody else doing. And God is saying it's time to take a look within. If there is nobody else in this world and you have to depend on you to make you happy, what does that look like? If money wasn't an issue, time wasn't an issue, all that stuff start there. What does happy look like? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes happy gonna look like taking a nap. Sometimes happy gonna look like eating your favorite meal. Yeah, sometimes it's partying, it's turn up and all that. But if you don't know how to find peace within yourself, if you don't know how to be happy all by yourself, then yeah, you're always going to be in a position where you can get hurt. If you put your happiness in somebody else's hands, you're always going to be in a position where you can get hurt. So if you're not getting hurt anymore is the ultimate goal, it's time for you to be real with yourself. Quit giving other people so much fucking power over your fucking happiness. If you constantly with somebody, around somebody, you can even be living with somebody, and you're fucking miserable there, you need to do what it takes to make you happy. And that'll wake you up real quick. Like when I've been in roommate situations before, and I loved the people who I was roommating with, I loved them to life. You feel me? No issues. Know what I'm saying? But living together, you just gonna miss having your own space. And you know what happy began to look like for me? Getting my own shit. Ain't nothing like having your own shit. You feel me? That's what happy looked like to me. Me waking up in the morning and being comfortable, cause I ain't gotta listen to nobody tell me shit. I can do what the fuck I wanna do, cook what the fuck I wanna cook, eat what I want to eat, bump my music if I want to, watch TV as late as I want to, because I'm in my shit. And that'll tell you what you need to do next. What does it take for you to get into your own shit? Okay, first, I'm going to need money. Alright, how much money? Know what I'm saying? And okay, now I got to freaking save this amount of much money. What is it going to take for me to do that? A budget. I spend this much on food, I spend this much on rent, I spend this much on gas. What do I have left over? How much of this can I afford to save? And it's just going to help you. It's going to bless you. What am I willing to sacrifice? What is the absolute must that I got to have? Know what I'm saying? For me, when I was knuckleheaded, okay, I'm still going to smoke. Alright, well that means drinking can go for right now. You feel me? Alright, okay, I can stop smoking, but I still need to eat out. I can't eat out every day, but now I can eat out maybe once a week. Maybe sometime that look like once a month. And those gonna be the many sacrifices. But it's gonna be worth it when you tell. That's what helped me stop smoking too. In the beginning, like before I was just doing it because I actually wanted to, it was budgeting, me trying to accomplish something bigger. You know? And then when I got in my own place, if I decided I wanted to smoke again, guess what? I could do that because I was in my shit. But it's like you're selling yourself short if you don't even know what your happiness look like. Know what I'm saying? That's why people probably look at me like I'm flip-floppy as fuck. Because now I'm completely sober. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that shit. And it's only been a couple of months. I can't even say I would never do it again. I can't. It just depends on what I feel like happiness is to me in the moment. And right now, I'm happy living a healthier lifestyle because I'm teaching myself how to exercise, and I drink a gallon of water a day, and sometimes I walk, and sometimes I run, and sometimes I don't exercise at all. And sometimes my off day looks like I just get to sleep all day and watch movies, and the only time I'm getting up is to shower and eat and feed the kids and use the bathroom, you know? And sometimes me being happy is being a complete nerd and I'm just in here doing my homework all early and shit so I can enjoy my weekend any fucking way I want to. Because that's what's going to make me happy. And if you don't know what happiness look like, then pay attention to all the stuff that's stressing you out. What's stealing your peace? Start there. How do I eliminate it? You feel me? And you just got to be honest with yourself. And then you're going to absolutely know who to have around you and who not to have around you, because your peace becomes and your happiness becomes the most important thing to you still. And you're going to realize that much easier, you know what I'm saying, who's adding to your happiness and who's taking away from it. And it's going to get easier to let them people that keep fucking with your happiness go. Because you're going to realize, you know what else make me happy? When you're not here. You know what else make me happy? When I don't need you. You know? You know what else make me happy? When you can't even call my phone to beg me because you don't have my number. You feel me? And just keep moving like that. And people either gonna get it or they not. And the people who don't get it, they not for you. Them not your people. I'll be the first to tell you. They not your people. That is not your girl. That is not your man. That's not your husband. That's not your wife. That's not your friend. They're not for you. Because if you're happy, don't look healthy and happy to them, they're not your kind of people. I'm not saying they good people or bad people. They just not your people. Okay? Yep, that's the whole message. That's it. That's all. I let y'all. I hope I helped y'all. If I didn't help y'all, I hope I at least didn't hurt y'all. That was the energy check-in for the month of May. It was all over the place, but there was messages and lessons and all that good stuff up in there. So if it sounded like I was talking to you, I was. If it didn't apply, let it fly. Hope you got something from it. Hope you got some part of it resonated. Know what I'm saying? Big or small. And if you felt like I was talking to you individually or you in terms of another person, you can run it back. That's what the rewind button is for. Know what I'm saying? Put yourself in either or category. If you wasn't sure, listen to it like, okay, hey, maybe she's talking about such and such. And listen to it according to that. And then, or maybe she just talking about me by myself. And listen to it according to that. Or whoever comes in your mind when you're listening to this message. My point is pay attention to that. Because like I said, everything that happens in tarot is a message in itself. So if somebody pop in your mind when I'm saying certain things, listen to it. Because maybe that message is for you. You feel me? And that's how you watch these videos. And that's how you know if I'm talking to you. It'll resonate. That's what resonate means. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. It'll sound like I'm talking to you. It'll sound like I'm telling bits and pieces of your story. Whether I got names or not, signs or not. Know what I'm saying? Whether I got the situation right or not. It was right in our heart space. You felt it. You feel me? You feel me? Alright, y'all. Bye.